just started rereading the Red Queen series. I had read it like maybe 4 years ago, around the time when it first became popular on social media, and also around the time when I started reading the Shatter Me series, and I kind of forgot how much I loved Red Queen. So I picked it back up, and it's been so nice to get into it again. I'm on like page 60, but it's really nice, and I love the plot of this, and it's like so easy to read because it's YA, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm probably gonna finish this tomorrow, and then yeah, I remember how this one ends, but I don't remember much from the rest of the series. So yeah, and then after that is book 2, which is Glass Sword. This cover is really pretty. It's basically the story of how there's this society where some people, the lower class, has red blood and the upper class has silver blood, and they kind of like treat the red-blooded people as if they're like slaves. And it follows the story of this girl who has a power that is kind of crazy because she is not a silver that we know of yet, and it follows her going into the Silver Society and what happens there, and there's a love triangle, and it's action-packed. There's a rebellion. It's kind of like your typical YA, but I love it. It's kind of like Hunger Games to me. Not really in any, like, not in any sense of the plot, but it holds the same amount of nostalgia that Hunger Games holds for other people. Book 3 is King's Cage. I don't remember anything from this book, so it'll be nice to get into that. And then the last book, this is the book that I never finished, is War Storm. So I have literally no idea how this book ends. There is another book called Broken Throne. I don't know if you can see that. There's another book, but that's like, I'm pretty sure it's either short stories or novellas, so I don't know if I'm gonna read that. But yeah, let's take another sip of water because and then some other books that I have been reading this week are Daisy Hates by Jessa Hastings. I hate the American cover. I actually have the British cover of this book. I'll show you. The British cover is way prettier. I think it's like, it's not pretty, but it's very interesting. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like a cover. I've never seen any type of cover like this before. It's also massive. It's way bigger than a normal book. And will say Jessa Hastings, her books are books that I will annotate, I will write in them because the way she writes is so satisfying, and she describes things in a way that I have never thought about. Like, there was this one line that, let me try and find it. It made me think, and it was so good. I don't think I tapped it. I don't know where it is, but read her books even if you think that the relationship is toxic. It's supposed to be. That's the point. I kind of read it as like a model of how I wish I could write. Like, I think her writing is just so excellent. I really want her to write a historical fiction because I feel like she'd be so good at describing things. And the last book that I'm currently reading is Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. This is in the Throne of Glass series. I don't know what number book this is, and I'm not gonna find out, but this is towards the end. After this is Tower of Dawn, and then Kingdom of Ash. I'm about, how many pages am I into it? I'm on page 235, chapter 26, so I'm pretty far. I would say like almost 1/3. And those are the 3 books that I've been reading this week. And then some books that I have put down. Some books that I've put down that I started and never finished. Golden Sun by Pierce Brown, which is book 2 in the Red Rising series. I loved Red Rising. It was so good, unlike anything I've ever read before, but it was incredibly intense, and I needed a break. I tried to go into this book right after, and I just couldn't do it, so I'll definitely go back to it, but not right now. And then Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. I loved this book. I got so far into it. I got to over halfway, page 354. I was ready to finish it. I was gonna like read it in one sitting, and then I got to the scene that really like took me out of the book, and I really did not like that one scene, so much so that I'm probably not gonna finish it. I just like after reading that, it made me not want to read it again. So yeah, I'm good. I don't think I'm gonna continue that. And one last thing that I wanna discuss. I've recently gotten into reading manga, however you say that. I read Orange, and then I read The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, and then I read the first volume of The Apothecary Diaries, and I read all of those in the span of like a week, and I was like into it. And then I bought Frieren, Journey's End, and I got like a few pages in, and then I put it down. This is so bad, I know, but I put it down because I watched like 3 episodes of the show, and I really enjoyed it, but then I realized that I wasn't as interested in reading the manga because I already knew what was going to happen for the first 3 or so books. So I think the key is that I need to watch the show after I've read it. Yeah, but I will finish this definitely at some point because I loved the show. Like, it's so beautiful, and just like the art is beautiful. The message is just like slow and peaceful, and it, like I watched it before bed and I loved it. Like, it was perfect. So yeah, that's everything I have been reading recently and everything that I need to finish. Let me know if you want to see a bookshelf tour or a desk tour, or if I should do like a favorite book video, because I have so many books that I want to talk about. I love so many book series and different genres, and I love to talk about books, especially if you want to see books that like aren't as talked about on the internet. I know most of the ones in this video are pretty popular, but I feel like I have a lot that are not necessarily that popular. guys. Thanks